Strange Block Beats.
Without, he who's Let he who's without sin, let who's without who's without who's without sin, let he who's without sin. You acting like you ain't been down this road. We've all been down before. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Putting down each other while they pointing at our brother. Trying to break us up, so let's just lean to one another. Ain't no giving up, so pass the cup and make it up. Times, yeah, they get rough, I got your back, it ain't no trouble. Clothes ring around the rosy, come and get cozy. Y'all down. I see a lot of stones thrown, but they clock the same clothes. Gotta put some time in. Let he who's without sin. 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 Let he who's without sin.
A big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To my Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. To the CUC family and the FOPE family and all the beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I want to give a big salute to Dr. Pedro. He emailed me and asked me to cover, do we still have to be circumcised? Let me say this before I get started, family. When you read the letters of Paul letters and the understanding given to Paul sometimes can be hard to be understood. When Paul speaks, it seems as if Paul is double-minded. But if you carefully digest the scriptures and really look at it from a spiritual perspective and a spiritual eye, you will see that Paul is not contradicting himself at all. Now, let me say this. When it comes to the circumcision, I'm going to show y'all how it seems as if Paul is just all over the place. It may even seem that Paul is going against circumcision. But I'm going to let the Bible show you whether we have to be circumcised as men or not. Because when you read the Old Testament, we always had to be circumcised in our mind. Way before he gave Abraham circumcision. Circumcision of the mind has always been in place, meaning change your mind, change your thinking, change your behavior. This always been in place. So circumcision of the mind is one thing, circumcision of the flesh is another. So we're going to let the Bible handle its business. And I want to give a big salute again to Dr. Pedro. And forgive your brother K. Judah. I just been busy. But I got you today, Dr. Pedro. And we're going to let the Bible handle business for you, my brother. Now get you a Bible. Get you some pen and paper. Write this down, Israel. So nobody won't run up on you trying to twist things up on you to fit their agenda. Let's get it. Now, usually your brother K. Judah like to work front to back. But today we're going to go back to front. And it's a reason why the Spirit having me move back to front. Because if I go front to back, it won't be the same understanding as if I'm going back to front. So we're going to go back to front. And we're going to listen to Paul. We're going to listen to everybody. And then we're going to come up with the conclusion, what did Yah and Yahshua say? And then we're going to close the book. What did Yah and Yahshua say? And then we're going to close the book. Because at the end of the day, we can have all type of disputes. But when it comes down to the matter, what did our father say? And that's what I go by, what my father say. Let's go to 2 Peter, chapter 3. And your brother K. Judah going to read 1 through 2. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. We about to let this be easy to be understood. 2 Peter. And your brother K. Judah going to pick it up at chapter 3 and verse 1 through 2. And then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. The book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1 and 2. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, the second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance, that you may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior. Of the Lord and Savior. Who is that? Yahshua HaMashiach. Jump down to verse 13 and 16. Verse 13 and 16. And it reads, nevertheless, we according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Man, ain't no righteousness in the earth right now. Man, ain't no righteousness in this earth right now. Now, black people, I love you. But man, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be truthful with this mouth. Boy, we are some of the most hypocritical people on the earth. Why you say that, K. Judah? Now, let me just say this. Whoever we like, we going to justify. And who do black people justify more than anybody? Celebrities, boy. All the perverse and wickedness that they do. Boy, black people worship and praise them, boy. They justify all their action. You got P. Diddy in the news right now. Hitting on women. Doing all type of things to women. Smacking them around. But guess what? All his friends standing by him. Ain't nobody called him out. Everybody calling him out is these little small YouTube channels. But when it comes to that world, that celebrity world, oh, they love P. Diddy. He can do all type of wickedness. And guess what? Nobody say a thing. But boy, when you do something, everybody gonna condemn you. Because you don't got the status and you don't got the money to be worshiping and praised like a celebrity. But they not rich towards God. They naked, bare, and poor. So boy, we some hypocrites. Not all of y'all, but boy, a lot of us, hold on, excuse me, not a lot of us, a lot of them. Hypocrites, boy. Hypocrites. Black people, you're hypocritical. Now why nobody take you serious? On one hand, you say, man, we got to stop killing each other. But then, boy, you listen to music, they talking about killing each other. Man, we got to stop disrespecting our sister. Then you make rap song to disrespect your sister. Boy, how dumb can you be? You oxymoron. Let's keep going with the word, though. Whew. Verse 14. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, that you may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless, and account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation. And the long suffering, meaning he's showing you mercy, would lead to salvation. Even as our beloved brother Paul, according to the wisdom given unto him, have written unto you, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of things in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, meaning you twist the scriptures, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction. So the Bible just told you that some things that Paul speak on is hard to be understood, like the law. In one scripture, Paul say, you ain't under the law. And then in another scripture, Paul say, the law have dominion over you as long as you live. Come on, Paul, you confusing me. Is I'm under the law or I'm not under the law? That's why you got to do your due diligence, Israel. You got to eat this book. You got to drink this book. You got to digest this book. And you can't digest it worrying about what celebrities doing all day. You can't digest it watching TV all day. You can't digest it doing all these things you love to do. That's against God. So when you really dedicated to something, your fruit's going to manifest. When you really dedicated to something, your fruits is going to manifest your dedication and your due diligence. Because actions speak louder than words. We want to see actions, not words, brothers and sisters. Actions. So it just told you in verse 16 that Paul speak on some things which are hard to be understood. Can we get a little bit of what some things might be hard to be understood? Let's go get it. Let's go to Acts chapter 15. And I'm going to read 1 through 12 because we got to get the foundation. Acts chapter 15, verse 1 through 12. And I want to show y'all that they was disputing with one another. See, it's going to be sometimes you bump heads a little bit. But we don't have to disrespect each other when we bumping heads. You bump heads with some of these Negroes, they want to squabble, they want to fight, they want to throw jabs and punches, all over a disagreement. But let me show you how Paul and our forefathers handled their disagreements. They weren't throwing blows. Let's go to Acts chapter 15. We got to be men in this walk, man, because some of you men are more emotional than the women. Some of you men are more emotional than the women. What didn't happen to you men? I think it's exogen. Might be a curve in your vertebrae. So something going on. It's a curve back there or something, brother. I don't know. But you're curving. You're not supposed to be curving, brother. You're supposed to walk straight like a man. Let's go to Acts chapter 15. And your brother K. Judah gonna read 1 through 12. And let's get this understanding together. This is Acts chapter 15, verse 1 through 12. And it reads, and certain men which came down from Judea taught the brethren and said, except you be circumcised after the manner of Moses, ye cannot be saved. When therefore Paul and Barnabas had no small decision and disputation with them, they determined that Paul and Barnabas and certain others of them should go up to Jerusalem unto the apostles and elders about this question. So do y'all see what's going on? Look, the foundation is the Pharisees that believe said, you got to be circumcised, man, or you're not going to be saved. So Paul and them, they like, hold up now. Whoa, hold up, brother. I don't know about this. You got to be circumcised to be saved thing. So they told Paul and them, well, look, y'all just go up to Jerusalem, and instead of y'all dispute, just go to the apostles and the disciples and see what they say. So let's keep going. Verse 2. When therefore Paul and Barnabas had no small decision and disputation with them, they determined that Paul and Barnabas and certain others of them should go up to Jerusalem unto the apostles and elders about these questions. And being brought on their way by the church, they passed through Phineas and Samaria, declaring the conversion of the Gentiles, and they caused great joy unto all the brethren. And when they were come to Jerusalem, they were received of the church and of the apostles and elders, and they declared all things that God hath done with them. But there rose up certain of the set of the Pharisees, which did believe, y'all, saying that it was needful to be circumcised, that it was needful to circumcise them, and to command them to keep the law of Moses. And the apostles and elders came together for to consider of this matter. And when they had been much disputing, Peter rose up and said unto them, men and brethren, ye know how that a good while ago God made choice among us, that the Gentiles by my mouth should hear the word of the gospel and believe. And God, which knoweth the hearts, bare them witness, giving them the Holy Ghost, even as he did unto us, and put no difference between us and them, purifying their hearts by faith. Now therefore, why tempt ye God to put a yoke upon the neck of the disciples, which neither our fathers nor we were able to bear? Now I want y'all to know what's going on, family. They are disputing the circumcision. They are disputing the circumcision. They saying one to another, why you want to put a yoke up on our neck with this matter, whether they got to be circumcised or not? But all they have to do is go back to the Old Testament and read what he told Abraham, and that would have settled everything. The scriptures is your answer. The oracles of Yah is your answer for any dispute. Go to the scriptures that'll shut down all gainsaying, all arguing, all fighting. Just read the book. Verse 11. But we believe that through the grace of our Lord Yahshua HaMashiach, we should be saved, even as they. Then all the multitude kept silence and gave audience to Barnabas and Paul, declaring what miracles and wonders God had wrought among the Gentiles by them. Now, we got a lot of people saying the Gentiles in the New Testament are the Israelites. Now, y'all remember, I told y'all I don't fight my people on their understanding, because maybe that's their understanding. But I'm just telling you from what I read, the Gentiles in the New Testament are not Israelites. Because you wouldn't be disputing and fighting over whether your brothers have to be circumcised. But you will be fighting one another whether somebody else that is outside of your nation need to be circumcised as you are. Because the oracles was given to Israel, so why would we be fighting amongst each other whether we have to be circumcised or not? Because once the knowledge come, we got to be circumcised. Once you get understanding, you know these things. You know these things. So verse 12, one more time for the people in the back. Then all the multitude kept silence and gave audience to Barnabas and Paul, declaring what miracles and wonders God had wrought among the Gentiles by them. Now jump down to verse 19 to 24. Verse 19 to 24. Verse 19 to 24. And it reads, wherefore my sentence is that we trouble not them which from among the Gentiles are turned to God, but that we write unto them that they obtain from pollution of idols, and from fornication, and from things strangled, and from blood. Because y'all know white folk like to eat blood. Y'all, hey, white folk like to eat blood. Now, we don't supposed to eat no blood as a people. See, when you really just look at who we are as a people, not only are we a clean people, because God is a clean, he don't like filth. He like everything to be done in decency and in order. He don't like trash around him, no filth around him. Even when he was walking among Israel in the camp, he told Moses, hey, bro, I'm walking amongst the Israelites. Man, tell them to clean up any mess that's around them because I don't want to step in nothing. But I thought the Lord don't got no feet. I thought he was just a spirit. What you doing walking amongst your people with feet and toes? Knowledge. But he's spirit, K. Judah. Well, angels are spirit too, and they got a skin color. You didn't know the Bible say be careful, you could be entertaining an angel. You gotta see them to be entertaining them. This is knowledge. How you gonna entertain something you can't see? All I'm saying. Think about it, man. I'm laughing because we are the people of the book, and even within this walk that we call this Israelite movement, we still lack the understanding that was given to us. Because most of our people are not looking at things from a spiritual perspective. They looking for it from the head knowledge perspective. That's why you fight with your brothers and sisters for saying Jesus. That's why you fight your brothers and sisters because they don't have on fringes. That's why you're fighting your sisters for putting weave in their hair, but you never asked your sister she could be battling cancer. She could have alopecia. But you're so judgmental, you're so in your flesh that you don't even know to ask questions before you open your mouth. You're too hasty in your speech. You talk too much and you don't know how to listen, but boy, y'all know how to talk. But nobody listen to know what somebody else going through to give the right answer to your brother and your sister. Verse 22. Then please it the apostles and elders with the whole church to send chosen men of their own company to Antioch with Paul and Barnabas, namely Judas, surnamed Barnabas, and Silas, chief men among the brethren. And they wrote letters by them after this manner. The apostles and elders and brethren send greetings unto the brethren, which are of the Gentiles in Antioch and Syria and Cilicia. For as much as we have heard that certain which that for as much as we have heard, that certain which went out from us have troubled you with words, subverting your souls, saying, ye must be circumcised and keep the law, to whom we gave no such commandment. They out of order right here, y'all. Your forefathers are out of order right here. Well, how you gonna say they can't? I read the book. I know what I'm reading. Who told them that they don't gotta be circumcised? That didn't come from Yah. This did not come from Yahshua. He almost killed Moses for not circumcising his child. So you gonna get all the way to the New Testament? Now you don't gotta be circumcised no more? Are you serious? When he almost killed Moses? He almost killed that man. Moses' wife saved his life. You know, so much for the brethren that the women is not profitable for nothing. But Moses almost died, but his wife, a black woman, saved his life because he almost got himself killed because he would refuse to circumcise his son. But y'all just said, we gave no such commandment on whether they got to be circumcised or not, but God gave the commandment. That's why I keep telling y'all, go by the book. Don't go by what somebody's saying or what we feel or what we think. Go by the book. Keep yourself out of trouble with God. You just go by the book. Whatever the book say, that's what you say. Don't add, don't take away. That's how you get in trouble, man. Now, your forefather just said that they didn't give no such commandments that the Gentiles need to be circumcised. But God gave the commandment that they need to be circumcised, and we gonna read it. So y'all heard the disputing, right? We read it together. They was having a dispute. Paul and Barnabas, the Pharisees and Peter and them, they said, man, don't trouble us with this question. Whether these people got to be circumcised or not, we ain't give no commandment. Let's go to Joshua chapter 9. I'm finna show y'all something in the book. And this finna all make sense to you. Now remember, all they had to do is ask the Lord, right? Let me show you when you don't ask for God's counsel, what happened. Let's go to Joshua chapter 9. The book of Joshua chapter 9. Let me show you when you do not ask God for his counsel. Let's show you what happened. And I'm guilty of not asking God for his counsel with certain brethren. And I'm going to speak my mind and I'm going to speak the truth. I dumb myself down for men's comfort. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. I used to dumb myself down to make men feel good so it wouldn't seem like I was ahead of them in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding when I knew they wasn't on my level, y'all. But I would dumb myself down just to make them feel good because I didn't want to make it seem like I was a 5 or 10 steps ahead of them when I knew I was 5, 10 steps ahead of them. So to be a good brother, I would bring myself back to their level to appease and accommodate them as a brother when I knew we wasn't on the same level. It's levels to the truth, man. It's levels to the truth. That's why when y'all always hear somebody talk about ain't no big eyes and little U's, that's jealousy talk. Because if you got 100,000 bosses in a room, are you going to go in there and say ain't no big eyes and little U's in this room? Nigga, they all big eyes. What you talking about? Everybody is a big eye when you dealing with bosses. But I have brought myself down to accommodate men who didn't deserve for me to do that, y'all. So I say all this to say, ask counsel of the Lord, man. Let God bring men around you that are righteous men, not niggas that's watching you and jealous of you because they ain't on your level. I'm telling you what I know. It happened to me. It happened to me. You better not get too much praise around niggas who get no praise. You better not get no praise around men who get no praise. Them niggas gonna say, oh, he think he better than us. You ain't better than nobody, K. Judah. You just like, nigga, I ain't just like you. My mama ain't had you, bruh. My mama told me I was gonna be great when I was young, doing great things. And boy, I'm doing great things in the walk of God. So, nigga, we not the same. We not the same, partner. Two different individuals, two different types of men. Pedigree is different. DNA is different. Mindset is different. And I know I ain't the same with a lot of you niggas who hate the black woman. Nigga, I come from a black woman. Never disrespected my mama in 42 years. Never heard me curse. Never raised my voice or my hand to my mama. Love black women. But you niggas despise your sisters, but you love your mama though. You despise your sister, but you love your biological sister, but you hate the black woman. Boy, you niggas are dumb and stupid to me. Okay, Judah, why you call them dumb and stupid? Because they dumb and stupid to me. I'm going to speak my mind. I'll tell you, I'm not dumbing myself down no more. Just to accommodate men. Boy, okay, Judah then fell back to accommodate niggas who didn't deserve it. Not no more. Not no more. Let's go to Joshua chapter 9. I had to get that off my chest, y'all. Because if I don't get it off my chest, it's going to bother me. It's going to bother me. I'm tired of you men always running your mouth. You ain't doing nothing in the walk. Ain't benefit nobody. Ain't helping nobody. But you're on your YouTube channel. How you gonna encourage somebody, but the encouragement don't help you? How you gonna help somebody change, but your own change don't help you? You gonna tell somebody to do better in life and you ain't did better in life? Nigga, be quiet. I'm here to encourage y'all, but my encouragement don't help me, but it's gonna help you. I'm here to help y'all and guide you in life, but I can't guide myself. Come on, dog. Joshua chapter, man, let me just get to the list. Joshua chapter 9. Sick of these Negroes. Talk too much. Ain't doing nothing in this walk. Just talking. Ain't help nobody in life. Just talking. If it ain't documented, it ain't happened. Joshua chapter 9. And verse 1 through 6. And this is what happened when you don't ask counsel of the Lord, family. Joshua chapter 9, verse 1 through 6, and it reads, and it came to pass when all the kings which were on this side Jordan in the hills and in the valleys, and in all the coasts of the great sea, and over against Lebanon, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, heard thereof, that they gathered themselves together to fight with Joshua, and with Israel with one accord. And when the inhabitants of Gibeon heard what Joshua had done unto Jericho and to Ai, they did work wittily, and went and made as if they had been ambassadors, and took old sacks upon their asses, and wine bottles old, and rent, and bound up, and old shoes, and clouded upon their feet, and old garments upon them, and all the bread of their provision was dry and molded. And they went to Joshua unto the camp of Gilgal, and said unto him and to the men of Israel, we be come from a far country. Now, therefore, make a league with us. They say, make a covenant with us. We come from a far country. Was they telling the truth? No, they was not. Did Joshua and them ask counsel of the Lord? No. So the point that I'm telling you is when you don't ask counsel of the Lord, mistakes happen. That's why you always got to include Yah in everything and Yahshua in everything. Now let's jump down to verse 11 through 14 so I can show you what happened. 11 through verse 14, and let's see what happened. And it reads, wherefore our elders and all the inhabitants of our country spake to us, saying, take victual with you for the journey, and go to meet them, and say unto them, we are your servants. Therefore now make ye a league with us. Now our bread we took hot for our provision out of the houses on the day we came forth to go unto you. But now, behold, it is dry, and it is molded. And these bottles of wine, which were filled, were new. And behold, they be rent. And these our garments and our shoes are become old by reason of the very long journey. They lying to them, y'all. They are lying to them. But let's see what the Lord said. Verse 14. And the men took of their victuals, and asked not counsel of the Lord. Read that again, K. Judah. And the men took of their victuals, and asked not counsel at the mouth of the Lord. So they made a league with them. They made a covenant with them, because they did not ask counsel of the Lord. So why did I read this? Because all Paul and Peter and the Pharisees and the apostles and the disciples, all they had to do is ask the Lord, hey, do they need to be circumcised? And he would have gave them an answer right then and there. Well, how you know that, K. Judah? Because back in those days, the angel of the Lord was encamped about the apostles and disciples. They can get an answer right then and there. So they was disputing one with another when all they had to do is ask counsel of the Lord. And because Joshua and the children of Israel did not ask counsel at the Lord's mouth, they made a covenant with these people. And these people was lying to them. Their shoes wasn't old. They bread and all that. They didn't come from a far country. They didn't get that bread hot out the oven. Those wine bottles was not new. They lied to them. And guess what happened? They made a league with them, meaning a covenant, and they could not kill them for the lie. Because it's just like shaking a man's hand. You made an agreement. Now you cannot do nothing to these people. So I read that to prove that you must always ask counsel of Yah and his son Yahshua HaMashiach. You have to, family. You have to ask counsel of the Lord. So now that we got that out the way, I want to go to Deuteronomy chapter 1. And we're going to read 16 and 17. Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 16 and 17. Watch this, family. To all my young brothers and sisters, don't you ever dumb yourself down, man. Don't do it. All you're going to do is hurt yourself in the process. We are not all on the same level. Remember that. Deuteronomy chapter 1. And I'm going to read 16 and 17. And it reads, and I charge your judges at that time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother and sisters, and the stranger that is with him. Ye should not respect persons in judgment, but ye should hear the small as well as the great. Ye should not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is God's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me. So they didn't have to be disputing. The cause that's too hard for us, we supposed to bring it to Yah and Yahshua and let them give us an answer. So that means that a man and a brother having a disagreement on who can be saved and who cannot be saved. If the thing too hard for me and a brother, we supposed to pray and go to the Lord with the matter and let him give the answer. And guess where the answer gonna come from? The Bible. The Bible. Things that are too hard for us to understand in the scriptures, you're supposed to fast and pray about it and then let God give you the answer. Yah and Yahshua. So do you see what this Bible is doing for you? This Bible is showing you that we don't really have to be arguing with one another. All we have to do is ask God for the answer, and then He gonna guide you into the Bible. He gonna give you the answer, and then you're gonna go and feed the sheep. Now we may bump heads at sometimes, but we aren't supposed to be disrespecting each other while we bumping heads. And a lot of y'all got a forward mouth. You don't know how to have an intellectual conversation without all your curse words and profanity. Wishing death on your people. Want people to die. So we got to be cautious. And we got to walk in the spirit, family. And I'm not telling you something that I don't do. You won't catch me on YouTube making videos against my brothers and sisters. I make videos against false doctrine. I attack doctrine, not people. You're going through enough. What you need me trampling down upon you for? I don't want to fight with you, but I don't want you lying to my people neither, though. So if you don't understand something, don't speak on it. Don't speak on what you don't understand, and what you do understand, you speak on it. That'll keep the confusion down. Now let's go back to Acts chapter 15, because now, hey, we got better understanding that anything that's too hard for us, we're supposed to bring it to the Lord, and the Lord gonna deal with it and give the answer. So Paul and Peter and the apostles and the Pharisees, they up here having a dispute on who's supposed to be circumcised and not, and all they had to do is ask the Lord, y'all. All they had to do is ask the Lord, and he would have gave the answer, man. Let's go to Acts chapter 15 again, verse 24 and 29. Verse 24 through 29. Acts chapter 15. And this time, verse 24 through 29. And it reads, for as much that we have heard that certain which went out from us have troubled you with words, subverting your soul, saying, ye must be circumcised and keep the law, to whom we gave no such commandments. It seemed good unto us, being assembled with one accord, to send chosen men unto you, with our beloved Barnabas and Paul, men that have hazarded their lives for the name of our Lord Yahshua HaMashiach. We have sent therefore Judas and Silas, who shall also tell you the same thing by mouth. For it seemed good to the Holy Ghost and to us to lay upon you no greater burden than these necessary things. How is being circumcised a burden? I'm going to ask again, how is circumcising the foreskin of your flesh a burden? He gave it to Abraham by promise within the covenant that he gave him. He said, throughout your generation for an everlasting covenant. How long is everlasting? So how can these men be trying to argue about something that y'all gave to Abraham way before they was born? Verse 29, that ye abstain from meats offered to idols, and from blood, and from things strangled, and from fornication, and from which if ye keep yourselves, ye should do well. Fare ye well. So y'all see that Paul and them, and even Peter and them, they were saying that, man, you trying to put a burden on these people because you trying to make them do something that we gave no commandment on. But I got to ask y'all, did this come from Peter and them, or did this come from Yah and Yahshua? That's the question y'all got to ask yourself. Who gave the circumcision, and who did he give it to? He gave it to Abraham. He didn't give it to Paul. He didn't give it to Peter. He didn't give it to the disciples. He didn't give it to the apostles. He didn't give it to the Pharisees. He gave it to Abraham way before these men was even in existence. So what are you saying, K. Judah? I'm saying what the book's saying. What he told Abraham. That's what I'm saying. You must needs be circumcised. Can you prove it? Or we going to let the Bible prove it? Now let's go to Paul. Acts chapter 16, verse 1 through 4. Because see, Paul, he didn't want to circumcise Timothy, but he did it because the Pharisees and the people that was about circumcision, they was complaining. So Paul went on and circumcised Timothy, but he didn't really want to, but he went on and did it. But ask yourself, Christ was circumcised on the 8th day. Paul was circumcised on the 8th day. All your father was circumcised. What's the problem? What is the problem? Y'all ever ask yourself that? Paul was circumcised. Christ was circumcised. John the Baptist was circumcised. The disciple was circumcised. What's the problem? Why are they fighting against it all of a sudden? This is Acts chapter 16, verse 1 through 4. And it reads, then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there, named Timothy, the son of a certain woman, which was a Jewish and believed, but his father was Greek, which was well reported of by the brethren that were at Lystra and Iconium. Him will Paul have to go forth with him, and took and circumcised him because of the Jews. Not that he wanted to, because the Jews was complaining. Hey, bro, they need to be circumcised. Did not the Bible say one law for all? For him that is homeborn and for the stranger? The Bible say one law for me and him. That's what the Bible say, y'all. One law for all. Verse 4. And as they went through the city, they delivered them the decrees for to keep that were ordained of the apostles and elders, which were at Jerusalem. This was not ordained by the apostles and elders. This was ordained by Yah and Yahshua to Abraham. My mama got me circumcised at the age of 13. Ask yourself, if I'm 13 years old, mama living life, what'll just make her say, man, boy, you going to get circumcised? Why do such a thing at 13? Who put that on that woman's mind? And why did she care? Because y'all knew something that evidently they don't know. In order for me to teach this book, I got to be circumcised because I'm the walking dead. How you the walking dead, brother? Because I'm unclean. The foreskin is not cut. That is nasty. When men got to use the restroom, and you already know if you ain't circumcised, that's disgusting. So you got to cut that foreskin on the 8th day because it represents something that go over a lot of y'all head. You Negroes, you Negro men. You get circumcised on the 8th day because that's the day that y'all will come down with New Jerusalem, on the 8th day. That's why you get circumcised on the 8th day, because you're rolling away the flesh. What flesh? Your flesh. That's why you get circumcised on the 8th day, my brother, because you're rolling away the flesh of your body. Why he didn't say the 7th day or the 5th day? Why the 8th day? Because it represents something symbolic and allegorical to the kingdom of Yah. So yes, you must needs be circumcised. Don't let nobody lie to you talking about you don't have to be circumcised. Man, you the walking dead if you ain't circumcised. You unclean in Yah's eyes. He took that serious when he almost killed Moses. Well, y'all better wake up. If you almost killed the man, what's that telling you? That circumcision is very important to God. And y'all, so don't play with this book talking about now you don't got to be circumcised. And Gentiles believe they don't have to be, so got to be crazy. One law for all. The Gentiles, if I have to be circumcised, you think they have to be circumcised, man? If they gonna come under the banner of Yah with the nation of Israel so they can be unclean, but I got to be clean. Think about it, y'all. There should not be no dispute. He told Abraham, everybody that is born in your house and bought with money of any stranger must needs be circumcised. Because if not, he have broken my covenant. He should be cut off from his people. That means die. So what you killing them for if circumcision ain't that important? What you killing them for, y'all? Because it's very important, man. So Paul and them can't dispute about something he gave Abraham. And I love my brother Paul. I love the disciples, all my forefathers. But they was in error about this thing, man. One law for all. Let's go to Romans chapter 2. Because now I'm about to prove in the Bible that sometimes Paul say things that are hardly understood. Romans chapter 2, verse 12 through 14. Romans chapter 2. And verse 12 through 14. Now listen to what Paul about to say. It's going to sound confusing to you. It's going to sound very confusing. But that's why you got to eat the book and read the book and look at it from a spiritual eye. I guarantee you will get the understanding. What you talking, K. Judah? Listen to this. This is Romans chapter 2 and verse 12 through 14. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. 12 through 14. And it reads, for as many have sinned without the law, shall also perish without the law. And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. Now, y'all know what he's talking about. The law was given to us, so we're going to be judged by the law. And those who are outside of the law, they're going to die without the law. Now, remember, the Bible says that the law to a Gentile, if he do the things that is right in God's eye, is a law unto himself. So that means even though the commandments wasn't given to him, if he don't murder, if he don't steal, he don't commit adultery, he keeping the law to himself, even though it wasn't given to him. Let's get it. Verse 12 again. For as many have sinned without the law, shall also perish without the law. And as many as have sinned in the law should be judged by the law. For not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law should be justified. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature The things contained in the law, these having not the law, are a law unto themselves. But Brother Paul, they still got to be circumcised. Because he say one law for all, Brother Paul. He made no separation in that. He say he that is homeborn and of any stranger, one law for all. Verse 15, which show the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing them witness, and their thoughts the mean, while accusing or else excusing one another. In the day when God should judge the secret of man by Yahshua HaMashiach according to the gospel. Now watch this. Jump down to verse 25 to 29. 25 to 29. And watch Paul about to see. And y'all tell me, is this confusing? Watch this. Verse 25 to 29, and it reads, for circumcision verily profit if thou keep the law. But if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision. He's not lying right there. He is not lying right there. Why, K. Judah? Because if you are circumcised and you are wicked and you breaking the law, your circumcision mean nothing because you're wicked. But does that mean you should not still be circumcised? It's just that your circumcision is unprofitable. But you still have to be circumcised in your foreskin. Verse 26, therefore, if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, should not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? No. No, Brother Paul. Why, K. Judah? Because circumcision of the mind was in fact way back in the day before you said this, Brother Paul. We always had to circumcise our mind. So how can my uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? Even though I'm keeping the law, I still must needs be circumcised, Brother Paul, because he gave it to Abraham for an everlasting covenant. And the man that is not circumcised have broken my covenant, he should be cut off from his people. That's how important it is, Brother Paul. So no, your circumcision in your foreskin, still if you are righteous and keep the righteousness of the law, you good. You good. But if you're circumcised in your foreskin and you're wicked and don't keep the law but break the law, your circumcision mean nothing. I agree with that. But Brother Paul, they still must need to be circumcised, brother. That's the point I'm trying to get y'all to see. They cannot change what he gave Abraham. You cannot negate the fact he told this to Abraham before Paul. By promise, by covenant. Verse 27, and should not uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee. Who by the letter and circumcision do transgress the law? He talking about the Jews. He say, y'all breaking the law and you circumcised. Well, guess what, Brother Paul? They got to repent. But they still got to be circumcised in the foreskin. Verse 28, for he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outward in the flesh. But he's a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, meaning your mind, in the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of man, but of God. Paul, you're saying the right thing, brother. That's why I told y'all. Paul say things which are hard to be understood. But if you really listen to what he just said, listen again, man. But he is not a Jew, which is one inwardly. And circumcision is that of the heart. Of course, you got to change your thinking. You have to change your mind. You got to become a new creature. But I still have to be circumcised, family. I still have to be circumcised. That's the whole thing. Whether a man gets circumcised and he become wicked or he become righteous, that's on him, family. He gonna pay the penalty for breaking the law. And the one that is righteous, he gonna be blessed by keeping the law. But guess what? We both must needs be circumcised. Let's go get some more. Now, let me show you that circumcision of the mind been around for a long time. So this is nothing new, circumcised of the mind. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 10. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12 through 16. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12 through 16. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12 through 16. And it reads, and now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. Behold, the heavens and the heavens of heavens is the Lord's thy God, the earth also, with all that therein is. Only the Lord have a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people as it is this day. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, meaning your mind. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, meaning your mind. Circumcise the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. So they always had to circumcise their mind, family. See, I keep telling you, you being an Israelite is nothing if you wicked. What shall it profit you? All your fathers, besides Joshua and Caleb, died in the wilderness, and they knew their nationality. They knew their father's house. They knew their tribe, and they died. So what is your nationality again? Nothing, if you are wicked. But it shall profit you in righteousness when you do the things that please Yah and Yahshua. Everything about you as a man, you will be an Israelite indeed. So all I'm saying is you have to be circumcised. They having this dispute in the New Testament about who should be circumcised, who should not be circumcised. Does circumcision profit a man? Yes, it profit a man because God said it profit a man. And he said you must needs be circumcised or you have broken my covenant. And you know God don't turn from no covenant. How long is God covenants? For everlasting covenants. Everlasting upon everlasting. So what man can change it? Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 17 through 19, and listen to this. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. And let's get some more, Brother Paul. Because Paul not lying about circumcision of the mind. He not lying. You do got to change your thinking. You do got to change your mind. You do got to change your behavior. Yes, circumcise your mind. Circumcise your heart, which is your mind. But what they got to do with being circumcised in your foreskin? Nothing. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 17 through 19. And it reads, but as God hath distributed to every man, as the Lord hath called everyone, so let him walk. And so ordain I in all the churches. Is any man called being circumcised? Let him not become uncircumcised. Is any man in uncircumcision? Let him not be circumcised. Who told him this? I'm asking the audience. Who told him this? Let me read that again. Y'all see what I mean? Just because this your forefathers don't mean your forefather were always saying the right things. All they had to do is ask counsel of the Lord, and he would have gave them the answer. Let me read that again. Is any man called being circumcised? Let him not become uncircumcised. Is any called in uncircumcision? Let him not be circumcised. Circumcision is nothing. I didn't say it. What y'all just heard. I didn't say it. Circumcision is nothing, and uncircumcision is nothing but the keeping of the commandments of God. Hold up. Hold up, Brother Paul. Circumcision and keeping the commandments is everything. Well, why you say that, K. Judah? Because I got to keep going back to Abraham because I'm going to go read Abraham in a minute. This is why I went back to front. Because Paul is saying things that didn't come from Yah. Well, why y'all didn't stop him, K. Judah? Do y'all got to stop you from saying everything? All you got to do is read the book. If I don't know something, I'm supposed to pray on it, then I'm supposed to go inside the book. I don't supposed to come up and concoct in my mind what I think and what I feel. If I can't read it, if it's not documented, I'm not saying it because I can't see it. It's not documented. But I'm telling you what Paul's saying right here. He says circumcision is nothing. But that ain't what God said. That is not what the Lord said. Verse 19, circumcision is nothing, and uncircumcision is nothing, but the keeping of the commandments of God. Let every man abide in the same calling wherein he was called. But hold up, Brother Paul. We got to go to Galatians, because we got to make this all make sense. Let's go to Galatians chapter 5. Now, y'all heard it for yourself. Circumcision is nothing. This is what Brother Paul say, but the keeping of the commandments. But you still got to keep the commandments. You ain't got to throw the commandments in there, because whether I'm uncircumcised, I'm unclean. So how can I keep the law if I'm uncircumcised? I'm unclean. I'm dirty. God can't use me to teach his word being uncircumcised, whether it's in my flesh or my mind. If I was circumcised in my flesh and not circumcised in my mind, he couldn't use me. But if I'm circumcised in my flesh and my mind, he can use me. Knowledge. So Brother Paul not wrong in everything he's saying. You got to circumcise your mind, because your circumcision in your flesh mean nothing without the circumcision of your heart, which is your mind. But you can't be circumcised in your mind, but not in your flesh. You unclean, partner. Let's go to Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5. And I'm going to read 1 through 10. Let's see what else our forefather Paul was saying. Galatians chapter 5 and verse 1 through 10. And it reads, stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing. For I testify again to every man that is circumcised, that he is a debtor to do the whole law. Hold up, Brother Paul. Did he give Abraham circumcision and covenant based on the law, or did he give it to him by promise, forefather? Paul, he gave it to him by promise, brother. My forefather Paul. God gave Abraham this covenant by promise. So how is we adapted to do the whole law because we circumcised? Brother Paul, he gave us the 10 commandments on Mount Sinai, and he told us that by these commandments, we should be saved. So this is already understood. So how am I a debtor to do the whole law? Because I'm circumcised, my forefather. Verse 3, for I testify again to every man that is circumcised, that he is a debtor to do the whole law. Christ is become of none effect unto you. Whosoever of you are justified by the law. Hold up, Paul. Hold up, my forefather. If Christ told me, good master, what good thing should I do to inherit eternal life? Keep the commandments. But you just said, forefather, Brother Paul, that who of you are justified by the law? You are falling from grace. So, man, I'm confused. What law is you talking about, Brother Paul? Because the sacrificial law don't got nothing to do with the promise of circumcision and the covenant that he gave Abraham. So what is bondage? What law put me under bondage? It can't be the commandments, because he told the young man, by these commandments, you should inherit eternal life. So what law put me in bondage? And you can't say the sacrificial law, because it was not given to Abraham. It was given to the children of Israel. So this law of bondage you talking about don't got nothing to do with what he gave Abraham. He gave it to him by promise. I hope y'all getting this, man. I hope that y'all are getting this, that even your forefathers can't be wrong in what they saying. And all this disputing was over circumcision, when all they had to do is go and look at what he told Abraham. That's it, family. Just stop down all the gainsaying and confusion. Just read the book, eat the book, drink the book, eat this book. Verse 4, Christ is become of none effect unto you. Whosoever of you are justified by the law, you are fallen from grace. For we through the Spirit wait for the hope of righteousness by faith. For in Yahshua neither circumcision availeth anything, nor uncircumcision, but faith which worketh by love. Paul, what do my faith got to do with my circumcision? What do my faith have to do with me being circumcised in the foreskin? Brother Paul, that is my faith because I'm obeying God. Paul, come on, forefather. Listen to what you're saying. If I circumcise the foreskin, that is my faith because I'm willing to obey Yah. If I change and circumcise my mind, that is my faith because I'm willing to obey Yah. If I keep the righteousness of the Lord, Brother Paul, forefather Paul, that is my faith because I'm willing to become a new creature and change my mind and the way I think and my behavior towards my people, towards God, and the way I handle his business. Faith been around a long time, family. Faith been around a long time. Faith is not a woman that's going to walk in the door. They go faith. Faith means when you merely start to believe. Abraham believed God without even knowing what was going on. Just walking through the land of Canaan. But he believed through faith. And it was counted unto him for righteousness. Oh, Brother Paul was about to slay Isaac. According to his faith, he believed God that he was going to raise him from the dead. Oh, the Lord told Paul, you're going to have a son. Paul giggled. He told Abraham, you're going to have a son. He giggled a little bit, but he believed God according to his faith. And the son came named Isaac. Man, I hope you getting this, man. This is giving me the chills. God is not slack concerning nothing. He is not a man that he shall lie. Whatever come out of his mouth, I stand on it. I stand on it. So I'm picking the Lord over my forefather Paul. Because Paul is wrong in this area right here. One law for me and the Gentile, or anybody of any nationality. One law for me and you. If I have to be circumcised, he told Abraham, any stranger that is bought with money and born in your house, they must needs be circumcised. If not, they are broken my covenant. And these are strangers along with me. He said they're going to be cut off from their people. So this thing is serious. The Lord mean business. He mean business. Verse 7, ye did run well. Who did hinder you that ye should not obey the truth? This persuasion coming not of him that calleth you. A little leaven leaven the whole lump. What do leaven have to do with this? What do leaven have to, this not sin being circumcised? Come on. This don't got nothing to do with leaven. If I'm telling my brother to get circumcised, how's that leaven? I'm not teaching him to do wrong. I'm not teaching him to break the law. All I said is you must needs be circumcised, my brother. If not, you can't be used for the kingdom work. That's why God put into my mama's spirit to get me circumcised at 13, because it all makes sense now. Grandma say God gonna use you to teach. Mama went and got me circumcised at 13. So by the time I became a grown man and got to grandma words, it was understood I had to be circumcised for grandma to even manifest that to me. Because how can I be used from the kingdom work unclean? I'm profitable for nothing. Even if I'm trying to do right with the circumcision of my mind, but not my foreskin, I'm still unclean and profitable for nothing. Verse 9, a little leaven leaven the whole lump. I have confidence in you through the Lord, that ye will be none otherwise minded. But he that troubleth you shall bear his judgment, whosoever he be. So now Paul saying you're going to be judged for telling somebody that's trying to serve the Lord like me that he have to be circumcised. And if he want to bring his kids with him, they have to be circumcised. This is one law for all, y'all. How we wrong for telling the other nationalities of people who want to come under the banner of the Mashiach and the Most High Yah that they must needs be circumcised? How we wrong? How we wrong? I'm asking. What do this got to do with leaven? What do this got to do with receiving judgment? What do this got to do with my faith? My faith is me willing to obey and merely start to believe. That's my faith, Brother Paul. Knowledge. Talk to me, Abner. Yeah, he slid that on up in there. Because let's be real. Where do it say that in the scriptures by being circumcised, that's leavening the whole lump? How is adding sin to sin because we telling people to be circumcised? They don't got nothing to do with nothing. We telling them what he told Abraham. That's why we telling them. We're not just saying this out the thing. We got this from the book, from Genesis chapter 17. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 through 15. Ephesians. And I'm almost done already. Ephesians. Let's go to Ephesians. Ephesians. And I love all my forefathers, but I don't got to agree with everything you say because you're my forefather. If it don't add up, I'm not rocking with it. I'm rocking with what the Yah say, because Yah and Yahshua is greater than my forefather. They hold the keys to judgment. They hold the keys to the kingdom. They hold the keys to the lake with the snake. So I'm not playing that game. Oh, I love Paul so much I'm willing to agree with Paul on everything he say. No, if it's not documented, I'm not going with it. And what Paul's saying is not documented. How I'm going to receive judgment telling the Gentile he got to be circumcised? How? How is I'm leavening the whole lump, adding sin to anything because I'm telling them they got to be circumcised like me? Come on, man. Come on now. Ephesians. Chapter 6 and verse 12 through 15. And it reads, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and have it done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye should be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yah. So do you see? Do you see that all I'm trying to tell you, that put your trust in the Lord, man. Put on the whole armor for all this foolishness, all these different doctrines. Guard yourself. That's basically what the whole armor is. You are guarding yourself. And you're going to quench all the fiery darts of Satan. How, okay, Judah? Did you not know that everybody is not in the truth because they came for the truth? Did you not know that everybody that came into the truth is not in the truth for the truth? Everybody who came into this thing is not in here to have a relationship with Yah and Yahshua. You got Negroes on YouTube who will tell you they don't even read the Bible but teaching Israel. Let me say that one more time. You got people on YouTube that confess that they do not read the scriptures, but they teaching Israel though. Some people should not have YouTube channels, and that's why they don't get no viewership. Nobody go listen to them. I'm not trying to be funny. It's the truth. Because Yah would not send nobody over there to a slothful and lazy man. Let me say it one more time. Yah and Yahshua is all about business. And they are searching the hearts and mind of men and women. And they are looking for those who are truly dedicated to their will. So when you hear a man say, I don't read the scriptures like that, but he on the panel with other people in this nation, teaching a nation of people, but confess to not reading the Bible. Do y'all hear me? That's why nobody listen to these people. People want knowledge. People want wisdom. People want understanding. And the way to give it to them is you must do your due diligence to feed them. This is not to be played with. But it's like, it just fall on deaf ears. Like people really is in this walk playing with the word, playing with it. Let's go, family. to Genesis chapter 17, because now we about to get to Abraham. Now we about to get to our forefather Abraham. This don't make no sense, man. I'm serious, man. It does not make any sense that we have people within this walk who are telling the nation themselves to do things that they do not do themselves. Listen to your brother, man. I'm telling you. Listen to your brother. I'm trying to give y'all the game. We got many wonderful and beautiful brothers and sisters teaching knowledge, but they fall in between. People go to the platforms where they being deceived and lied to. But you got to know that Satan is not slowful himself. He know who teaching truth, and he do everything in his power to hinder your platform. He don't want nobody listening to you because you waking up the minds of the people for real. So he gonna keep sending them to the platforms that's not a threat. That's just the truth. Platforms that are not a threat, man, Satan don't worry about them. Platforms that are a threat, oh yeah, Satan worry about them. You better believe it. That's why they trying to get taken. I had to take down 50 videos of I think last year. I had to take down 50 videos because YouTube kept hitting me with something every single day. Every single day they was emailing me. Take this down. This violate community. This violate community. This violate community. And then they was blocking all my lives, putting it on partially blocked. So y'all word is true, man. Because if I wasn't a threat, why are you bothering me so much? I ain't bothered. I don't curse. I don't act wildly and perversely, but you bother me, YouTube. Come on now. Leave me alone. But you let Jim Mess and them have supreme reign. They can say they touch on little girls and all kind of perverseness in the YouTube, on the YouTube streets from the camps. You just let them go, huh? You just let them say anything they want. But those of us who really about that truth, you trying to hinder us, Satan. But we are not ignorant of your devices. We are not ignorant of your devices, partner. Because all I'm going to say is the Lord rebuke you, Satan. I'm not going to say nothing silly and foolish. Talking about I spit in your eye. Man, don't you know somebody say they'll spit in Satan's eye? Nigga, please. You wouldn't spit in Satan's eye. Well, y'all just say anything. Talking about you would spit in Satan. You would not spit in Satan's eye. Just stop it. Just stop. You're not spitting in his eye. Y'all just be saying stupid stuff. Satan will smack you around, boy. And I ain't giving him no credit, but man, stop it, man. A man is a spirit being. And he don't got no power like y'all, but the man can give you the kingdoms of the world. The man told Christ to fall down and I'll give you all this because it was given to me to give. So don't be sitting up here thinking that Satan can't bless you with some trinkets. Go ask your celebrities. Go ask P. Diddy how he become a billionaire. You think that's from working hard? Or do you think that's from selling his soul? All your celebrities, man, they just sold their soul to be 35 million, 45 million, 100 million. Come on, man. You think that somebody gonna give a Negro $100 million unless he doing something for the corporation or the system or the entertainment business? Come on, y'all. Think about it. It ain't that much working hard in the world. You gonna pay a nigga $120 million to dribble a basketball? Come on, man. They're going to give a nigga all that money, but they can't use the money to help their people. So how they really rich? These niggas poor and broken spirit, man. Indeed. Let's go to Genesis 17, 1 through 2. Then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to skip down. Let's see what the Lord told Abraham. Now remember, y'all heard what Paul say, right? We all heard what our forefather Paul said. Now let's go see what the Lord told Abraham. Look at what I'm saying. Listen, we went through all that to go to Paul. I went to Peter. I went to the disciples. I dealt with the dispute. I went to Paul. Paul said circumcision profit nothing. Now, he was right about you got to be circumcised in your mind. So if you circumcised down there, but not your mind, it means nothing. I agree with that. But he said circumcision profit you nothing. That's what he said. But let's go see what the Lord told Abraham. Let's go to Genesis. Chapter 17. And I'm going to read verse 1 and 2. Then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to skip down. And it reads, And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee and will multiply thee exceedingly. Now jump down to verse 10 through 14. 10 through 14. 10 through 14. And it reads, this is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin. And it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you. Every male child, every man child in your generation, every man child in your generation. How many generations we having kids? Generation after generation. So how long is generation after generation everlasting, man? Verse 12, and he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generation. He that is born in your house or bought with money of any stranger. Are the Gentile strangers? Are the Gentile strangers? They must needs be circumcised, family. He say bought with money. Why I bought with money? Because Yahshua paid a price with his blood. That's why I bought with money. Knowledge. Verse 12, he that is 8 days old should be circumcised among you, every man child in your generation. He that is born in your house or bought with money of any stranger, which is not of thy seed. Is the Gentiles of our seed? Nope. Verse 13, he that is born in thy house and he that is bought with thy money must needs be circumcised. And my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. I can close the book. What did you just hear? So I went from the back to the front. I went through Paul. I went to the disciples. We read about the dispute. We read all that. And what did he just tell Abraham? This what you go by. You don't go by Paul. You don't go by Peter. You don't go by the Pharisees. You don't go by no dispute. What did he just tell Abraham right here? Read that again, King Judah. Verse 13. He that is born in thy house and he that is bought with thy money must needs be circumcised. And my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. Verse 14. And the uncircumcised man child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He hath broken my covenant. So, okay, Judah, can you prove to us what the Lord did to Abraham when he had a child? Go over 3 books. Go to Genesis 21, verse 1 through 4. Genesis 21, 1 through 4. The book of Genesis 21, and I'm almost done. Verse 1 through 4. And it reads, and the Lord visited Sarah, as he hath said, and the Lord did unto Sarah, as he hath spoken. For Sarah conceived, and bare Abraham a son in his old age, and at the said time of which God spoke unto him. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as God had commanded him. He commanded him. Come on, y'all. Think about it. Let's go to Luke chapter 2, verse 21 and 22. Was Christ circumcised? Let's go see. I told y'all, man, you got to eat the book. Y'all ain't heard me say nothing. I'm just reading the scriptures, y'all. I love my forefather, Brother Paul, but guess what? He was wrong in that area. And even Peter and them, it ain't just Paul. Peter and them talking about, man, we ain't trying to put nobody under bondage. We gave no such commandment. Hold up, Peter. This ain't come from you, my forefather. This was way before you was born. This was given to Abraham. This wasn't given to y'all. Y'all just got to obey and follow the commandments. We don't need no disputing on the word of Yah now. Now, don't get me wrong. We may disagree on some things, but y'all disputing over something that all you have to do is ask y'all, because y'all was dealing with angels at that time. You was dealing with the Spirit of the Most High at that time, which is the Holy Ghost. He was in camp right about y'all. All you had to do is say, hey, Lord, do we got to be circumcised in the Gentile? Yeah, they do. Okay, hey, they got to get circumcised. It's just that simple, man. Look at that. Look at my brother Yohanan. I got circumcised at 37. You think that by accident, Israel? I got circumcised at 30. Do y'all think we just doing it just to do it? What man in his old age even think about something like that, worrying about something like that? Because we trying to obey. That's our faith. Our faith is when we merely start to believe, and because we believe y'all, we want to obey y'all. That's why we got circumcised. That's why our mamas did it. That's why my brother Yohanan did it. Because we want to obey y'all and have faith in his son, Yahshua HaMashiach. That's our faith, man, when we merely start to believe. Let's go to Luke chapter 2. Luke chapter 2. And your brother K. Judah going to read 21 and 22. 21 and 22. And it reads, and when 8 days was accomplished for the circumcision of the child, his name was called, they called him Jesus, but we know it was Yahweh Shah, Yahshua, whatever name you want to use, family. I am not a name basher. It was called Jesus, but I'm going to say Yahshua, which was so named of the angel before he was conceived in the womb. And when the days of purification accomplished to the law of Moses, and when the days of purification according to the law of Moses were accomplished, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. So they had to circumcise him first, then they presented him to the Lord. Do y'all catch that? Did you catch that? They circumcised him first, then presented him to the Lord. They didn't present him to the Lord before the circumcision, which was 8 days after he was born. Think about this, y'all. Why did they wait 8 days, circumcise the child, and then presented him to the Lord? Because the child would have been unclean before the Lord, man. Think about it. I'm not going against Paul. I am just showing y'all that when you really read the book and digest this book and eat it, you will be able to catch certain things that's just not right. So now we got all this disputing going on, whether Paul right or not about circumcision, when all you got to do is go back to what he told Abraham in Genesis 17. He said an everlasting covenant. So Paul cannot change nothing. Peter cannot change nothing. This is not putting you in bondage. This is you merely willing to obey according to your faith and believe. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Let's go to Philippians chapter 3, 1 through 5. And I have I got 3 more scriptures after this. Philippians chapter 3, verse 1 through 5. And I got 3 more scriptures after this. And talk to me, Yohanan. Talk to your brother. Always refer to the Lord when you are in doubt. I keep telling. Always go back to the Lord when you are in doubt. And guess what? If you still don't understand, fast a day. Pray. Always pray, but fast you a day or two. And ask the Lord for the answer. And if you can't get the answer, he gonna send you to somebody that have the answer that can edify you on the answer. Because we all receive knowledge at different dispensations of time. What I don't know, you know. What you don't know, I know. Philippians chapter 3. We're supposed to be helping each other in this walk. Not knowledge bashing. Oh, I got more knowledge than this nigga. Then he got more knowledge than me. And I'm going to squabble this nigga because he wrong. And I want to show him up and show him I got knowledge just as well as he do. Boy, you is not circumcising your mind. Boy, you walking in the flesh and your mind is in the flesh and you foolish to me. Nigga, I'm not finna argue you down over no word based on who got more knowledge or not. That ain't feed nobody. That just me and you battle rapping. And we screaming and yelling, but nobody hear nothing. Just battle rapping. Philippians chapter 3, verse 1 through 5. And I have 3 more scriptures after this, and we out of here, man. If you haven't subscribed to my animated channel, I got a Israelite animated biblical Bible study channel for our children. I will show it to you after the live. I created, through the Spirit of the Most High Yahshua, an Israelite animated Bible study channel for our children. I got the characters talking. I mean, y'all gonna love this for y'all kids, man. Y'all are gonna love this for y'all kids. And I thank the Most High, man. And I learned it all in about 3 days, y'all. I learned it all in about 3. I was messing up and I just kept going. I do not know how to give up. I do not know how to stop, y'all, until I master what I'm trying to do. So I'm getting better and better every day. I'm getting better and better every day. So I will show y'all after we end this, man. This is Philippians chapter 3. And we're going to read 1 through 5. Now, why somebody go do a video or why somebody say in secret, because they ain't going to come and just talk to me like a man. Oh, man, that nigga kicking against Paul. He a false teacher. I don't care what you niggas say. Everybody who listening to this lesson right now never heard me call Paul false one time. I say he wrong in this matter. Me, what are you talking about? But somebody gonna say it though, because that's what we do. We are not circumcised in our mind, y'all. We love to lie on each other. I never called the man a false teacher one time. I said on the matter of circumcision, I have to disagree. That's all I said, family. This is Philippians chapter 3 and verse 1 through 5. And it reads, finally, my brethren, rejoice in the Lord. To write the same things to you, to me indeed is not grievous, but for you it is safe. Beware of dogs, beware of evil workers, beware of the circumcision. For we are the circumcision which worship God in the spirit. Hold up. Oh, man, come on, Paul. Paul, you're confusing me, man. You just say we the circumcision, but you just say my circumcision profit me nothing. Which one is it? Which one is it? Verse 3, for we are the circumcision, which worship God in spirit and rejoice in Yahshua HaMashiach, and have no confidence in the flesh. Though I might also have confidence in the flesh, if any other man thinketh that he might trust in the flesh, I more. Circumcised the 8th day. Circumcised the 8th day. Circumcised the 8th day. Come on, Paul, you're killing me. Circumcised the 8th day. Of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, a Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law, a Pharisee. That means that man knew the law. But what he just told y'all, he was circumcised the 8th day. So if you're circumcised, Paul, and Yahshua was circumcised, Paul, what's the problem? What's the problem, Fofo? What's the problem? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's go to Exodus chapter 4, and I got 2 more scriptures after this. Exodus chapter 4, and I have 2 more scriptures after this. Let's go see what he almost did to Moses to show you how serious circumcision is. It is serious business. Moses almost got himself killed. And Moses was a prototype of Yahshua, and that goes to show you the Lord is no respect of person, because he almost killed Moses. And he loved Moses, and Moses still almost died. That let me know, boy, we are not on Moses' level. So if he almost killed Moses, what you think he'll do to us? Exodus chapter 4, verse 1 through 5, and it reads, and Moses answered and said, behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken to my voice. For they will say, the Lord have not appeared unto thee. And the Lord said unto him, what is that in thy hand? And he said, a rod. And he said, cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it. And the Lord said unto Moses, put forth thy hand, and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand, and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand. Verse 5, that they may believe that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob have appeared unto thee. Now jump down to verse 10. Verse 10. And it reads, and Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. Jump down to verse 14 through 15. Verse 14 through 15. But the Lord got mad at Moses. Verse 14. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put my words in his mouth. And I will be with thy mouth and with his mouth, and will teach you what ye should do. Now jump down to verse 24 to 26. 24 to 26. And let's see what happened with Moses. And it reads, and it came to pass, by the way, in the end, that the Lord met him and sought to kill him. Okay, Judah, you tripping. The Lord wasn't about to kill Moses. Nigga, please. Verse 24 again. And it came to pass, by the way, the end, that the Lord met him and sought to kill him. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet and said, surely a bloody husband art thou to me. So he let him go. Then she said, a bloody husband thou art because of the circumcision. Woo! Dr. Pedro, I sure hope this helped you today, brother. Because your forefather Paul said some things that cannot be backed up by scripture. We have to be circumcised, Dr. Pedro. And if you're not circumcised, my brother, please go get circumcised, because Abraham was circumcised in the old age. So for all my Israelite brothers, if you think the circumcision profit you nothing, you are an unclean man. And your foreskin is that's nasty, bro. Even you go to the doctor, they'll tell you that's nasty. That's why your foreskin got to be cut, because you're unclean. When you use the bathroom, you're rolling it back. That's nasty, my brother. Nigga, go get circumcised, please. Bacteria and all kind of things. Let's go to Joshua chapter 5. And let's see if Joshua circumcised the children of Israel again before they went into the land of Canaan. Already, my brother Johannan. Already, brother. Happy to be of service. Happy to be of service, my brother. Because this is only for the people. This is for our people. And for anybody who want to learn and listen of the other nationality. Joshua chapter 5, verse 1 through 5. And let's see what Joshua did. And it reads, and it came to pass, when all the kings of the Amorites, which were on this side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard of the Lord have dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel, until we were passed over, that their hearts melted, neither was there spirit in them anymore, because of the children of Israel. At that time, the Lord said unto Joshua, make these sharp knives, and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. And Joshua made them sharp knives and circumcised the children of Israel at the heel of the foreskin. And this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt that were males. Even all the men of war died in the wilderness by the way after they came out of Egypt. Now all the people that came out was circumcised, but all the people that was born in the wilderness by the way as they came forth out of Egypt, them they have not circumcised. Y'all heard that. They was not circumcised, y'all. So Joshua had to make him sharp knives and circumcise all the children that was born after their people died in the wilderness. He had to circumcise them. That's how important it is, man. So who can change it? Who can change it? Nobody. Nobody. Jump down to verse 7 and 8. Verse 7 and 8. And it reads, and their children, whom he raised up in their stead, them Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised, because they has not circumcised them by the way. And it came to pass, when they have done circumcising all the people, that they are barred in their place in the camp, till they were whole. And the Lord said unto Joshua, this day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you. Wherefore the name of that place is called Gilgal until this day. Let's go to the last place. Let's go to Numbers chapter 15. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. And I'm going to jump down to verse 14 and through 16. 14 through 16. Numbers chapter 15, verse 1. And I'm going to jump down through 14 through 16. And this will be last. I pray somebody got some understanding. Don't worry about what people gonna say. Talking about, we kick it against Paul and we going against God's word. Man, you can't listen to these people, man. You got 5 Negroes on a job, but only 3 working hard, and the other 2 standing around when raise time come. He think he supposed to get the same raise we get. Man, I'm using it as an illustration to show you, man, if I'm in the book and I'm eating the book and you sitting up here just talking and you ain't doing nothing for the people, I ain't listening to you. Always trying to argue somebody down and go against something, but you don't read the book. You just want to talk. Something you heard from another man that he got from another man that he got from another man. Nigga, please. Read the book and then come talk to me. Okay, Judah, we all on the same level. No, nigga, I'm not. That's over with. That's over with. I ain't dumbing myself down no more. I know what y'all put inside of me. So that ain't happening no more. No more. Because all niggas gonna do is get jealous of you anyway. So why are you dumbing yourself down for people? You don't think they hating on you? Come on, man. Think about it. Anytime you always hear niggas talking about big eyes and little you, that's jealousy talk, dog. Because they don't get no recognition. And because you get some recognition from your people, because they your hard work and dedication, you got people that say, y'all man pleasing, and you shouldn't be trying to give people compliments and you giving them too many compliments. Man, jealousy talk, dog. Because they get no compliments. You think if they was getting recognition, they'll be hating on you? They get no recognition. Nobody salute them niggas. So they hate. That's just the truth, dog. Take it how you want to take it, and I stand on it. The Lord been showed me this, but when you trying to dumb yourself down for other men to make it look like y'all on the same level when you know you're not on the same level, you doing yourself a disservice, dog. You doing yourself a disservice. I'm just being real. Somebody might look at my brother Monster. Oh man, what can't Judah doing with that Negro? But you don't even understand that Negro heart is pure as gold. But you will judge him thinking because he got goals in his mouth and he talk like he talk, he speak from his heart. But somebody will say, man, what can't Judah doing with that Negro? That's what I'm telling you, because you judging according to the appearance and not looking at the man for what's in his heart, meaning his mind. But then you look at another Negro who holding the Bible, and you would think he about God's business, and he the worst Negro. Monster don't teach the Bible. He not on the platform trying to act like he a teacher. But you got Negroes who act like they teachers, tell you they don't read the Bible, but teaching Israel. Which one is the hypocrite? Sure ain't Monster. I call it like I see it. If you don't like it, that's your problem. That's why I don't look at people out of appearance. My brother is who he is. And I love him from who he is. I don't try to change my brother. He Monster. Well, why a nigga named Monster? Don't worry about it. He Monster. Y'all niggas be worrying about the wrong thing too much. Nigga, don't ask me why his name Monster. He a monster. You want me to do, nigga? Cookie Monster in the tractor. Ah, nigga. Numbers chapter 15, man, and I'm out of here. All niggas make my head hurt. I'm just, man. Woo. Well, you shouldn't be around them. Man, shut up. Numbers chapter 15, verse 1, and it reads, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, now jump down to verse 14 and 16. Let's see what he told Moses. And it reads, and if a stranger sojourn with you, or whosoever be among you in your generation, and will offer an offering made by fire of a sweet savior unto the Lord, as you do, so he should do. As you do, so shall he do. As you do, so shall he do. Verse 15, one audience shall be for you and the congregation, and also for the stranger that sojourned with you. An audience forever in your generation. As ye are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. One law and one manner shall be for you and for the stranger that sojourned with you. And your brother K. Judah want to say, Yah and Yahshua didn't handle business. Now, let me show y'all this before I get up out of here. I want to show y'all this because the Lord, because I'm giving the Lord credit and I'm giving Yahshua credit because he put the spirit on me to create this. I don't take no credit. I give the Lord all the praise and the credit. He just using me as a vessel. So I want to show y'all this, that I've been wanting to do this, family, and I finally got it done. Oh, yeah, we finally handling business now. Now, y'all see this? Let me see if I can see it. Man, I ain't even opened the window yet, man. My bad. Okay, there you go. Now, y'all see this, right? So I want y'all to check this out. Let me go back. I want y'all to see this for the kids, man. This is beautiful.
Like, share, and subscribe.
How many days did it take Yah and Yeshua to create the heaven and the earth? That's right. It took Yah and Yeshua 6 days to create the heaven and the earth. First day, he made light and darkness and divided the light from the darkness. Second day, Yah and Yeshua made a firmament and called it heaven. Third day, Yah and Yahshua created grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree after his kind. Fourth day, Yah and Yeshua created the stars and sun and moon and placed them in the firmament of heaven. And the sun was to rule over the day, and the moon was to rule over the night. He made the stars also, and saw that everything was good. Fifth day, Yah and Yeshua told the waters to bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life. And the fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament, which we know now is called heaven. Yah and Yeshua also made great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Yah and Yeshua saw that it was good. 6th day. Yah and Yeshua made male and female in their image, after their likeness.
Eve is the name that Yah gave me.
Adam is the name Yah gave me. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth. 7th day. Yah and Yeshua rested from their work, which they created and made.
Everything I made was good, and I rested on the 7th day with my Father. My little sons and daughters of Israel, I love you and my blessings are upon you. Obey your parents in the Lord and listen to what they tell you to do. This will bring my blessings upon you, and my protection as you grow into men and women. I leave my peace with you, Shalom.
Welcome to our channel. I hope you enjoy. Shalom!
That's my baby at the end, y'all. My little baby did good. Welcome to our channel. I hope you enjoy. Shalom! Yeah, that's my little 7-year-old at the end, family. But y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see? The Lord is using your brother to do a great work, and it's all I ask the men to do that like to hate. Just stay out of my way and let me handle my business. Let me do what I'm doing and just get out of my way, man. Make a clear path. Make a clear path for your brother K. Judah and let me handle my business. And you niggas stop hating on the nigga. Just stop hating on me, dog. I ain't bothering nobody. I just want to do my thing, man. That's all, family. Cause look, I got something for you haters. Look, you niggas be hating on me. Look, look, look. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. I be dipping on my haters. Oh, we ain't done? One more? Oh, let's go again then. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my dipping on my haters. Now, okay, Judah, they didn't hear you in the back. They didn't hear you on the left. They did not hear you on the right. Brother, one more time for the people in the back. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. I be dipping on my haters. Oh, we ain't done? One more? Oh, let's go again then. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my haters. Dipping on my dipping on my haters. Hey, all you haters, look, this is where you're going right here.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no, to the no, no, yeah, to the no, no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no, no.
We turn now to the wildfires exploding in the Southwest and the state of emergency in Arizona. The tunnel fire burning for more than 20,000 acres. Haley Hartog has the latest.
Whoa, whoa. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Trust in your word, waiting on the majesty. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. He opened our eyes, all but we glad to see. He sending floods and fire. Tornadoes and earthquakes is coming alive. He sit in the place, will you survive? He saw us falling, Jacob on the ride. Cause we got the most side. 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 Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. We got the most side. We got the spirit of Joseph for famine is coming. I hope you prepared. He about to seal everybody that's in. The Israelites waking up out of the dead. The prophets wrote about it, how can we hear? Protected by the Father, why should we fear? Psalm 91 is all in my head. Acts 1 and 6, we almost there. This is the season, pray without season. Judging the herb by the thing out to eat. In 400 years we've been struggling, breathing. Going back home, this time we ain't leaving. Devil is man making war with the saints. Put that in our temple, he know that we ain't. Trusting this system, we know that we can't. Babylon falling and starting to stink like yeah. We know Messiah is coming in the air. Destruction is coming, feel it in the air. We got the most high, so why should we fear? Keep the commandments, salvation is near. War without Father, Aquaba, they dead. If you live it wicked, then he will not spare. We blow the trumpet, hoping that you hear. We blow the trumpet, hoping that you hear. Look at the tragedy, trust in your word. Waiting on the majesty, keep the command. Make sure he ain't mad at me. He opened our eyes, all but we glad to see. He sending floods and fire. Tornadoes and earthquakes is coming alive. You sit in the place, will you survive? He saw us falling, Jacob on the ride. We got the most side. 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 Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. We got the most side. Time is ticking, Messiah is coming. Look at the wicked, they about to get punished. You saw the children of Israel. Messiah is dragging us out of this hell. He's sending them players, but he gon' protect us. Michael was standing up, he won't neglect us. He threw us away, but he about to catch us. Recompense, they getting extra. He made a promise to Abraham. Fulfilling his word, we seeing it now. That place where they serve, I'm taking it down. He about to free everybody that's bound. Why they awaken the wrath for the Father? He sending famines and he sending lava. All but we know that nobody can stop you. They not repenting like you ain't the problem. Look at the tragedy, trust in your word. Waiting on the majesty, keep the command. Make sure he ain't mad at me. He opened our eyes, all but we glad to see. He sending floods and fire. Tornadoes and earthquakes is coming alive. You sit in the place, will you survive? He saw us falling, Jacob on the ride. We got the most side. 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 Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. We got the most side. 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 We got the most side.
Big salute to the beloved brother Hezekiah. The brother is fire. And big salute to all the Israelites making music. Big salute to all the Israelite platforms teaching truth. And big salute to you in this chat box. Y'all are dear to your brother K. Judah. I love y'all with that pure heart. My baby, what you want to say, Poo-Poo? Come on.
Shalom.
High five. High five. Yeah, that's my baby, y'all. She just wanted to tell y'all shalom. All right, Poo-Poo. What you want to say?
Bye.
Okay.
Shalom.
Thank you. Give me 5. All right, I'm gonna be out there. Hey, family. Do anybody have anything they want to say? Anything y'all want to ask? Anything y'all want to add? Talk to your brother before I shut it down. Anything y'all want to ask me? Yeah, man, but I just want to say, family, we have to stop. And let me not say we, because that's another thing we got to stop doing. Just if you're not doing what other people doing, stop including yourself, because you don't want to make it seem like you not with your people because you call out your people's foolishness. So when you call out wrong, people say, nigga, you ain't no better than us. Well, like, where did this come from? If I'm not doing wickedness and what you doing and you doing wickedness and I call it out, what do that got to do with me thinking I'm better than you? Because I'm telling you, hey, you out of pocket for that, brother. You shouldn't do that. That's me not want to suffer sin upon you, brother. That don't got nothing to do with me thinking I'm better than you. If you see me doing something out of pocket, you supposed to tell me, hey, K. Judah, you out of pocket. I'm not gonna tell you, nigga, you ain't better than me. Come on, man, that's stupid. I thought we supposed to hold each other accountable. So if we supposed to hold each other accountable, that means I gotta hold myself accountable first before I can hold anybody else accountable, right? So that means I gotta check myself daily. So if I'm disrespecting Israel, but I'm telling other people, hey, you don't supposed to be disrespecting Israel, I'm a hypocrite. I'm disrespecting Israel, but I'm not disrespecting my people, and I don't want to disrespect my people. I treat people the way I want to be treated. So because you treat people right, and people may gravitate to you and respect you and give you a salute, people that's from the outside looking in, niggas will start hating on you for no reason. Oh, that nigga think he better than somebody, like everybody over there acting like K. Judah, somebody praising K. Judah. That's sad, bro. They're not even praising me. Guess what they praising? My dedication. Guess what they praising? My due diligence. Guess what they praising? My willingness to be up all night to feed this people. My willingness to take this Bible seriously. I don't beg. I don't ask for money. I don't take money. I do it all for free, and I do it from the sincere of my heart and my soul and mind. That's what they salute, Negro. I don't ask these people for nothing. I do it for the love, because I love this people, and I want to see all these people under the fig tree when we go home back to Zion, partner. So in the words of my beloveds, most don't want to face the man's left. Hey, Eve, you better talk about it. You better talk about it. I was just about to say in the words of August, you better talk about it, Sister Eve. Because I'm going to tell you right now, and it's the truth. Everybody got something for somebody else, but won't look at themselves in the mirror. Let me say that one more time. Everybody got all the encouragement in the world for another human being, but they would not look at themselves in the mirror. They will lie to themselves. They lie to themselves, knowing they not right. But they call out other people's wrongs, but don't call out their own wrong. I am not lying. I'm telling y'all what I see with my eyes. I have been around it, man. I have been around it. People will call out other people, but won't call themselves out. Hold themselves accountable for the stuff they do. But they gonna call you out, though. They gonna call her out. Before I do anything, y'all, I check myself daily. Go on YouTube and see if you can find any videos of K. Judah making videos against another Israelite. Now, what you will find is me going at false doctrine. But go find a video of me bashing an Israelite brother and sister. Go find it for me. There was one woman on YouTube who tried her best to get me to engage her. She a foolish woman too. This woman talking about I'll promote stuff with little kids and everything, y'all. I ain't even respond to her. I ignored this woman. Guess what? It went away quickly. See, some people, you got to pick your battle smart. She was looking for me to help her channel grow. So she just came out the blue being disrespectful and everything. I ignored this woman, man. It went away quickly because I didn't respond to her. That's what she wanted. I ain't give her what she wanted. I mean, just lying on me, saying all type of negative things about your brother K. Judah. Never met me in life, but boy, she was on there going crazy. Why you got to say your name so much? K. Judah, K. Judah. I mean, the woman was just tripping. I don't even know this woman. But guess what? I didn't respond. Sometimes you should not respond all the time, especially when it's a sister. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going back and forth with no black woman. Now, if a Negro disrespect me, I might say, all right, man, I ain't gonna even say nothing. But if the Negro keep on disrespecting me, I'm gonna send a warning out there. Because let's be real, y'all did not make me weak, family. Y'all did not make me weak, man. I gotta be myself now. I gotta be myself now. That's one thing I love about Charleston White. Whether indifferent, whether you agree, the man speak his mind, man. He can sleep at night because he's speaking his mind, whether we agree with it or not. Whether and what I don't understand, everybody complain about his delivery, but you don't complain about your rapper's delivery. You don't complain about Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Suki, and Sexy Red, and all these niggas doing drill music. You don't complain about their delivery, but you got a problem with Charleston White's delivery. Hypocrites. I keep telling you, hypocritical. Charleston White say he never heard another black person in his life, but they want to kill his man. He said he never did violence to the sisters. He never did violence to his own kind. He was always taught to go across the railroad tracks, but they hate Charleston White. They want to see that man dead. And this is what I asked before I get up out of here. What have Charleston White done that he should be killed? What have he done wrong? What, words? I thought actions speak louder than words. So words are hurting y'all on the internet. Words are hurting you on the internet. Come on, man. We got to grow up, black people. Israelites, we got to grow up, people. Actions speak louder than words. I was taught this from my uncles. I was taught this from the streets. You can let a nigga talk all day. Just don't touch me, dog. Let him say what he want, man. Just don't put your hands on me. We good. Because actions speak louder than words. The woman called me a false teacher. The woman say that okay, Judah promote what she said? I promote underage something. She said that I promote underage sex with women, and I don't even know this woman, y'all. Never met this woman, never had a conversation with this woman. This woman just came out the blue, emailed me, went live and lied, and man put dirt on a nigga name and everything. And me and my family, we did not respond. We just laughed at her. I know that killed you, sister. We just laughed at you, and guess who was the fool? You. Yeah, true self, K. It's all good, though. But like I said, you won't find no videos of your brother K. Judah bashing no Israelite woman. You won't find no videos of me bashing no Israelite men. You won't see me going to people channels fighting against them in their comments, playing games, hitting the dislike button, meddling with people. I'm going after this, but I'm just giving y'all some, some game. There was a sister, her name is Ren. She was a popular YouTuber. And one day she was live and she said, I just out the blue. She said, one thing I respect about K. Judah. She say, he never in drama and he stays in his lane. So that means she was from the outside looking in, just watching my behavior and the way I conduct myself. I'm never in drama. I don't fight against my people, y'all. I'm not here to fight with you. I'm here to love you and encourage you and build you up through the word. Why you want to attack me? Why you want to attack your brother? What have I done for your disrespect to come at me like that? I ain't do nothing to you. What you really not mad at me. You're mad at what you're going through. You're mad at somebody else. I just happen to be your target for that day. But she wanted me to respond, and I did not. I told my family, don't nobody respond to her, please. That's what she want, family. She want a back and forth so she can get some views. Then she did a video against my brother Monster. She went at my brother Monster, disrespecting him. Then she tried to disrespect my sister Oracle. We all ignored her, man. And guess what? It went away just like this. Because I picked my battles while I'm not finna fight a sister, man. Don't you know? I got 6 sisters, y'all. Look, 6 biological sisters. 6. And guess who the oldest? Me. And I didn't used to fight with my sisters, y'all, and arguing with them. I'm the big brother. What I look like arguing with my sisters, going back and forth with them. I'm the big brother. And my sisters listen to me, especially when we was young, coming up in high school, man, my sisters listen to me. If I tell them, hey, chill out, hey, don't be in this school doing that, they listen to their brother. I love my black women. And I know a lot of you Negro, you got a problem with the black woman and you're making all your content and you're disrespecting your sisters and talking about they weave and BBLs and eyelashes and makeup. And man, nigga, now you niggas getting man weave. You see how the tables turn? Now you're getting man weave in your hair and you're getting man weave in your beards. So do Isaiah chapter 3 verse 16 apply to you? Is the scab in the crown of your head? Is you bald headed because of that? A curse? See how you were mocking black women? Now y'all on video putting man weave in y'all hair. Come on now. Don't be hypocrites, black man. And I want to tell this to the black women. One thing about your brother K. Judah, you'll never see me bashing her sisters, but I'm not going to be no sucker now. Sexy Red, Sukiana, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and all them women like that. When y'all black men be disrespecting the black woman within this truth, you niggas out of pocket, and I'm going to tell you why. What sister on YouTube you see within this movement conducting themselves like Sukiana and Sexy Red? But y'all disrespect the women within the truth too. So that let me know it don't got nothing to do with the women of the world, because y'all don't even treat the women within the truth right. So this just a you hate black women thing. And that's just the truth. I asked this a long time ago. If the women of the world y'all talking about, what about the women in the truth? Because y'all still disrespect them. So that let me know it's not about the women of the world. You just got a problem with black women. And this don't go for all my brothers. I salute all my brothers who love their mamas, love their sisters, love your aunties, love your wives, love your daughters, love your sisters. This not for you, brother. I'm talking about the black men who make videos like they relationship experts, got all the answers in the world for what women should be doing, and they don't do nothing themselves. Talking about a woman should be giving a man and catering to a man and be submissive to a man, and this nigga only giving 30 and 40% in a relationship, but he want the woman to give 110% while he give nothing. Come on, nigga, stop. Now for my sisters, now you got to do your part too now, because if you got you a good man and he handling business, a woman is going to automatically submit to a man that's handling business. But you shouldn't be giving that man no problems now. Come on now, my sister. Because I have seen it in my life. And I come out the streets now, Fieldwater, Houston, Texas. And I done seen some men try to do right. But boy, they had a woman, boy. Woo! I told that Negro, boy, I don't say how you do it, boy. She was giving me a headache and I wasn't even with her. You got some women like that now. You got some women, boy, hey, you should be on top of a housetop than in a house with her, boy. I'm gone after this. Let me tell y'all this one story and I'm gone. And I seen this for my own eyes. My uncle JJ, God rest his soul, he passed away at the age of 33, y'all. When my uncle died, man, I had got a scholarship in basketball and came home and everything, and my uncle passed away. And this was my best friend. I'm talking about, man, me and my uncle was close to the hip. But one day he was going to pick up his wife, but he couldn't see that good at night. My uncle had a beautiful wife, man, but man, she was crazy. He couldn't see her walking down the street. She was by the police station. Don't y'all know this woman walked all the way to my mama's house from the police station? She would not get inside the car. She was so mad at him because he couldn't see her standing by the police station that she walked all the way to my mama's house from the police station, and my mama's house was far from the police station, y'all. He was riding on side of her, trying to get her to get in the car. She was just cursing him out, talking about, I'll tell the police you sell drugs and everything. Boy, I was scared that day. I was like, man. He said, I didn't see you. You know I can't see that good at night. She wasn't trying to hear none of that, boy. She was hot at him. And he couldn't see, y'all. What she wanted him to do, he was blind a little bit. He was a little blind. What you want that man to do? The nigga can't see at night. So I'm just saying, boy, you got some women out there, they give niggas a harder time, boy. But you got some brothers out there, you give your sisters a hard time too. So we got to stop all this foolishness, man. Where the love at, man? Where the love at? Come on, black men and black women. Love each other. Love each other, man. It ain't that hard. Love is free. It don't cost a thing to love. All right, man. Let's go and get Monster Moshe. I love you, Negro. You already know what it is. Eve, True Self K, Linda, Miss America, August Dream, Amina, Namaria, Abisi, Arca 007, Eve the Bumite Slayer, all my CUC family, Shorsham, Elder Quanat, Naphtali, my brother Abner, my favorite brother Abner, Jabroni, Rachel S. I love you with that pure heart, holistic. Big salute to you. True Self K, my beloved sister, big salute to you. Who else we got up in here? I'm leaving no. My brother Anthony. Hey, Anthony, big salute to you, my brother. Many blessings, man. Many blessings, my brother. Hey, if you need your brother K Judah, hey, I got you. I'm a hit you on Messenger too and give you my number, my brother. If you need anything, man, holler at me. Who else we got up in here? I don't want to leave nobody out. Johannan, big salute to you, man. Big salute, brother. Big salute. Miss Sonya, my Iman, my godmother. Big salute to y'all listening in the back. Vivian. Shalom to my sister Vivian and Catrice. Catrice, big salute to you, my sister. Thank y'all for coming through. Hey, big salute to my sister DJ. DJ, big salute to you, my sister. I pray you feel better. DJ is my beloved sister, man. She showed me a lot of love, man. We show each other a lot of love. And a lot of the sisters that you see in the chat come from my sister DJ's platform. So I thank y'all for y'all support. I thank y'all for y'all support. If y'all got any channels, please let me know so I can subscribe to y'all also. Because I love supporting my people, man. Positive reinforcement. Big salute to you, Positive. Hey, if anybody want to buy you some natural products, biblical base, go to my sister, top to bottom. Positive reinforcement right here. Let me put on the screen. This sister right here have some awesome products. Biblical base. All the ingredients is biblical base. And it smell wonderful. I bought her products. It smell wonderful. And I ain't just saying that because she in the chat. My sister handle her business with the products. They're wonderful. So go to her website, top to bottom, and check out her website and support the sister. Who else we got up in here? Lucky D. Big salute to my beloved sister, Lucky D. And I think that's it, man. I think I got everybody. No problem, Linda, man. I'm truly happy to be of service, my sister. Like I say, all praise and honor and glory go to the Most High and faith in his son, Yahshua, who have put the spirit upon me in these last days to handle his business and to wake up the minds of my people, that I may bring my people back to Yah through his word. That's all we got left, man. The only thing that's going to save us as a people is the word, family. It's the word. I'm telling you, we cannot do this alone. If we could, we would have been did it alone. We cannot do this alone, family. We need spiritual help. We need a supernatural divine power to help us in this situation that we're going through. Because if we could have done it by ourselves, we would have been done it. We cannot do this alone, family. Turn back to your power. Cleave to your power. Repent of our sins to him, and he will heal us. He will heal us, family. Because I always ask myself, why are we going through what we're going through, Lord? What did we do? When I was young, I couldn't understand why I had to grow up in the environment, these conditions that I grew up in. Why? What did black people do? Because I asked myself, if you're a fair God and you created all the nations of the earth, why are you punishing black people? Why nobody else ain't getting punished? I asked myself these things before I came into the truth, because it looked like we was going in a circle, never going to get out this situation, just going to die broken pole. Until the answer came when I was 29 years old, watching a YouTube video popped up on YouTube say, Negroes are the biblical Israelites of the Bible. Boy, I got close to the TV. Hold up now. Whoa. Hold up. Negroes, what? Negroes are the biblical Israelites of the Bible. And then the man went to Deuteronomy 28 and ran it down. And man, I got up and the epiphany happened. We the Israelites of the Bible. Oh, that's why we suffering the way we suffering. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Our fathers wouldn't listen. They were stiff-necked and hard-headed. And he told them, you and your children are going into captivity. And I'm not going to show you no mercy when you go there. The heathen not going to show you no mercy. They're going to kill your old and your young. And I'm going to watch them do it. Why, Lord? Because you have rejected me. So since you reject me and you can do it on your own, go do it on your own. But boy, when all these things come upon you, you're going to call upon my name and I'm going to hear you and I'm going to answer you and I'm going to say it is my people. So that's all he waiting on. That's all he waiting on is for us to repent. I love y'all, family. Have y'all a blessed day. Dr. Pedro, I pray that this helped you, my brother, and edified you today. Sorry for the late response, but your brother K. Judah doing a lot of different things. But I pray this help you, Dr. Pedro, and edify the people that surround you. And I pray that it bless the people in the chat. And to the nation of Israel worldwide, I say big salute. Shalom, family.